Hello everybody, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Today we will be making the adult Timberjack dragon. This tutorial is dedicated to Rachel. So Rachel, I hope you enjoy making this Timberjack and I hope he turns out wonderful. So for this tutorial we will be needing, you can do it with 2 looms if you don't have 3. Alright, the reason I'm using 3 looms is because the Timberjack has huge wings, so the more looms the better, honestly. So that's why I'm using 3. However, if you only have 2, I will explain to you how to make the wings on 2 looms as we go along, so don't worry about that. Alrighty, so you will be needing a lot of the caramel brown bands, or you could use dark brown. Apparently, I hear people saying the caramel ones are discontinued. I'm not sure if that's true or not, because they're still available at the store by me. However, yeah, so just use whatever color you want, really. But you will be needing, gosh, maybe 5 bags of those, because the wings are so big that each wing takes almost like two bags. Okay, and let's see. You'll be needing some black bands for the horns. So get like, maybe like 75 to 100 of the black bands. And also some dark brown bands for the spikes. So get like 150 of those. And you'll also be needing some white for the stomach and lower jaw. Not sure how many of those you'll be needing, but save like maybe 200 of those. And for the eyes, whatever color you want. I am using yellow because I always use yellow for my eyes, but you can use whatever color you want. Alright, so let us begin. This should not be your first looming project. And check out my channel to see the other dragons I've made, and also visit the Facebook page in the description and post pictures of the dragons you've made, guys. Alright. I'm gonna get a daddy today! Woohoo! Baby Timberjack is also available on my channel. Alright. So, one thing I advise is that you know how to make things look symmetrical. Like, you should know what symmetry is. So, if I'm going to be making one wing and telling you to go back and make another one, you can make it the same way, or you can make it symmetrical, which means that the other wing will bend the opposite direction, which is kind of, you know, it looks better that way. So if you can do it that way, do it. Alright? And if you prop your iPad or your phone or whatever it is in front of a mirror, you'll see what I mean by that. Alright? By making things look symmetrical. Alright, so let's begin. We're going to start with the head. Just in case I mess up, then I don't have to redo the entire wing again. So whether you have 2 looms or 3 looms, set them up in the rectangular format, okay? So it looks like a big rectangle. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the second row, you're going to pull it out, and you're just going to move it down so just this one is staggered like this, right? Because for the head, we're only going to be focusing on this loom here, all right? So we're only worrying about this loom right now. Don't worry about the rest for now. Ha ha. All right, so we're going to start with the lower jaw. You're going to need your white bands here. And so if I pause at any point in the video, just bear with me because I might have to check my notes here. So hopefully this is going to look pretty awesome. Let us begin. Okay, so grab 2 white at a time. All right, so double whites. And just follow me, guys. Let me just count here. Okay, so we have 2. And 2. And 2. All right, so 2 at a time, 3 times. We're gonna go down this row, so 2 there. Half of my white bands are stretched out, so forgive me if it takes me a while to grab them. 2 there, and then also 1 more set, so 2 there. All right, now we're gonna go here. So 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. And now we are going to be doing double loop single bands. Alright, you should know how to double loop your bands. So you take it, you double loop it. That goes there. Another double looped, another double looped. All the way to the bottom. Okay, and now we're going to go down the sides, also with double loops. Alright, I'm trying something here that I haven't tried out yet. It might not work. I'm double looping and I'm stretching. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, so all we're going to do is we're going to double loop and we're going to stretch it from here to here and just take off this last band here. Alright, I was going to try doing it from here to here, but that's not going to work. It's going to snap when we loom it, so I'm going to move this double loop band over here and then just continue going down this way. Okay, and same thing here, double loop from here to here. I'm going to cap off my end here, so when I cap off I wrap the band around the peg 4 times. Okay, let's put some double looped bands, some horizontal bands on, so we're double looping again. And that's going to go, let's put that here, make a triangle there. Alright, let's put another one here. So we're making upside down triangles with double looped bands, pretty much. One, two. Alright, let's take 2 bands now. And those are going to go, let's put them here. Okay. And then 2 more, gonna go here, and 2 more, gonna go here. Alrighty, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a tongue. So grab some pink or red. Sorry, I think I missed telling you that you needed that in the beginning, but pink or red for the tongue. Don't need too many of them though. Alright, so for the tongue, where's my dude's head? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take, you can make the tongue however you want, but I'm just going to take 2, I'm going to do 3 bands here. 3 bands, so 3 pink. I'm going to stick them right here on this peg. I'm going to take another 3 here. And then maybe a double loop single pink. And another double loop single pink. And maybe 1 more. We'll see how that turns out. Alright, and then I want to cap off here. Okay, so I cap off my end. Let's loom our tongue. So I'm going to go and loom this. Okay, and now I'm going to begin to loom the lower jaw, alright? So I'm going to go under my capping band. You should know looming basics if you're doing this project. Loom this guy, then we're going to grab the top bands, which are these 2 from in here. Do those. Grab the next 2, these guys. And the bottom. Alright, so it should look nice and neat. Alright, if you did it correctly. I'm going to go up the center here. We're not grabbing our horizontal bands, only our vertical bands. And I'm going all the way up to here. Once I get to here, I'm going to take my tongue off. onto my hook, and I'm going to attach that right onto that peg. Okay, tongue goes there. Tongue actually might be kind of big, but I guess we'll see. Oh well. And loom that last one. And let's go up and loom all the sides. Loom all the edges. And it's time to face the truth. I'll never be with you. Alright, once we reach the end, you're gonna take 3 bands of any color, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna use pink because I have pink here. And we're just gonna tie off our ends here for now. So we're just doing little half knots, so sticking your band through all the bands, pulling it over and pulling tight. Hold it together, like that. Okay. And I'm going to pull this off. Take your time because you don't want any of the double looped bands to break. Okay, so here is our bottom jaw with our tongue. Looks pretty cool so far. And now we are going to be making some horns. So grab your black. Right, and what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 at a time. So 3 blacks at a time. Put them on here. We're going to do 3 more. And again. And again, and again, and one more time. So we did that 6 times. Oof. 6 times, and now we're doing double loop single bands. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, here's 6. Okay, cap it off with another black. Alright, and I'm going to loom this whole row. This is 1 horn. And I'm going to tie off my end here. You don't have to, but I'm going to. And you want to pull it off. So there is 1 horn. You want to go back and make a second one. Alright, so you have 2. Exactly the same, so go ahead and go back and make your second horn. Then return to this portion of the video. So once you have made your second horn, we are going to be making a bunch of spikes out of our dark brown bands. Alrighty, and this is how we're going to do that, okay? We are taking 2 dark brown bands, followed by a double looped single dark brown, another double looped single dark brown, and 1 more, and capping that off. Alright, I'm going to loom that. Alright, pull that off. And you want to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, You'll make 30 of these. I don't know if we'll be needing all of them, but make 30. Okay, so 30 spikes, you can store them on another hook or whatever. Haha, that's fun. Take your time and do that. And then we are going to be making the head. Woot woot. So, you want to take 3 caramel bands, or body color bands, whatever color you're using for your main body of the dragon. So we're going to take 3 of those, put those on. Then we're going to take 2, those on, and 2 again. Alright, and then we're going to do a double looped single, another double looped single, another, and another, another, all the way down except for the last one. So we're going all the way down except for this guy here. Okay, then we are going to take 2 caramels and we are putting them across like that. And 2 more are going here. Now we're going to take our horns. Okay, so I took one of my black horns, I'm putting my hook through the black loops at the end that the pink band is holding. I can take that pink band off, and I'm going to attach it curved down, I believe. It doesn't really matter. Curved down here. Grab your other one, do the same thing. Also curved down here. Okay? And you can kind of turn it if you want to. Get it out of the way a little bit. Alright, and now we are continuing, so I'm taking 3 caramel now. So 3 here. Same thing on the opposite side. So 3 there, 3 there. Another 3. Another 3 here. And now I'm doing double loop single caramel. So double loop single. Alright, and this one's going from here to here. Okay. And we're also doing double loop single on the opposite side. I'm going to cap off my end again. A single, that one looks like it's going to break, so I'm going to pick a different one. I reuse a lot of my bands, it's probably not the best idea. Alright, and now let's do our horizontals. So now I'm taking 2 caramels. Those are going, oops, to the world. You can kind of push your horns down a little bit, and these 2 caramels are going to go here. And let's take 2 more, going, not there. We're going to put the eyes there. Here. And let's see, we want a double looped single caramel now. So here, another one here, another one here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make the nostrils, so grab 2 black bands. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them on our hook, wrap them around 4 times, like that. Same thing with the other one. Alright, so I got 2 black bands wrapped around my hook 4 times. And I'm going to take a double looped, is that what I did? Did I do double looped or double? I did a double. I'm gonna try double looped, and if it snaps, it snaps, and we'll do it double. Okay, so double looped caramel onto your hook, pull the nostrils on, onto that band, Put the two ends of that caramel band here and here. And let's see if this works. You want to spread your nostrils apart and grab 2 out of the 4 bands in the middle and pull those over this band here. It might break, okay? And if it breaks, then you can try using 2 bands instead of a double looped band for this instead. Okay, I think that's, I don't even know if that, whatever, not like it matters. Okay, now let's make the eyes. So I'm gonna grab my eye color, so I'm doing yellow. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm taking an eye color and I'm wrapping it around my hook 4 times. Then I'm going to take a black, wrap that around my hook 4 times, and another yellow, wrapped around my hook 4 times. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dark brown, or 2 dark brown, I don't know how I did this, 2 do doubles. I think I did a double loop. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember how I made this. Okay, so 2 dark browns. I'm gonna like stick those. I'm gonna put my eye through them. So put them on the end of your hook and pull the eye onto them. So all your eye bands go onto those brown bands there. Okay, and I'm going to put those ends here and here for a moment, and I'm going to take 2 more brown bands and put them here, and I'm going to cap off. Let's see if this is right. If not, we'll just have to redo it. Okay, I believe this might have been a double looped, but we're going to see. I'm going to loom this, and also these. Take it off your thing. It's interesting looking. Yeah, I kind of like that though. That's pretty cool. I did actually do a double looped for my sample head, but I think it looks cool with a double, so that's up to you. Alright, cool. So I made an eye. Now I'm going to make the other one. So take another eye color band, wrap around your hook 4 times, grab a black band, wrap around your hook 4 times, grab an eye color. Okay, and now we are taking 2 brown bands, dark brown, putting them on the end of our hook, pulling the eye bands onto them. And again, those go here. Let's grab 2 more. Do 2 more here, and let's cap that. Alright, so we want to loom that. Alright, and now we have our hook with the one eye on it. And now I'm going to take the other eye. Okay. So we want it so the edges of our eyes are facing opposite ways. So, for example, watch this. I'll show you what I mean. Like this. So see how the eyes are on my hook, but we have the corners are opposite of each other. Okay. So do that, and then we're going to take 2 caramel bands, put those on the end of your hook, and pull those eye bands onto it. Okay. This is going to look so funny. Alright, and then those go here and here, so I just put my caramel bands here and here, and then I'm going to push the eyes down so they're facing down. So push your eyeballs down, spread them apart, and grab 2 of the caramel bands in the middle and pull those over this hook here. Oops. like this. Alright, hopefully that'll turn out looking okay. I guess we'll see. We shall see, guys. Oh boy. Alright. We're just gonna stick out a lot farther than this guy, but it'll be cool. Alright, so I believe that is it. We are going, as we loom, we are going to be attaching our lower jaw. So let's begin. So we are beginning to loom now. So loom that first guy, and then we're gonna grab these two. And then these two. And then this guy. Oh my, what are you? Okay. And then if any of these double looped bands snap while you're looming, you have to go back and fix it, because if you don't, your whole head is going to come apart. And just because I said that, I guarantee that one of mine is going to break. I guess we'll see. Alright, so I'm looming all the way up to this point, and I'm going to stop there while I do these sides. This guy I'm going to go all the way up to here. And this guy I'm going to go all the way up to the other side. Alright, so that goes there and there. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my lower jaw. And we're going to face it upside down, so the side with the tongue is facing down. I'm going to go through the white loops on this side and attach those onto the same peg as the horn, okay? So right there. Then I'm going to go down to the very bottom and loom the two caramel bands from down at the bottom here. So you may have to take your time with this because we've got a bunch of bands on this peg. And loom those. Alright, and now I'm going to do the opposite side here. Okay, so that means I'm going to go into these bands on the other side and wrap those around right here. Okay, and same thing, I'm going all the way down to the bottom, grabbing the bottom bands, looming those. And last but not least, first we want to pull the jaw downward. And we want to loom this guy first, so don't forget that. Loom him, and then we're going to attach the final set of bands onto that middle peg. So these bands all going right on here. Right, make sure you get the loops around, and let's loom the final set here. Okay, I'm going to tie off this end here. So it stays, and we can take this off and hopefully it looks alright. So take your time taking this off. You don't want any of these bands to break. Especially since you have double looped bands. Jack, you're so good. I don't know what this is going to look like, guys. I did a sample head, but I didn't add the jaw when I did that, so I guess we'll see. Haha! He's so cute! Jack! And his bottom jaws should be a little longer than his top. That is, I purposely designed it like that. What we're going to do is we're going to take off the pink band, all of the pink bands except, or all of the holding bands, whatever color you have, except for the one tying the caramel bands at the base of the head. So, oh, you're so cute. Daddy, I see your head. Yes, son, I'm a floating head. Wah, wah. Sorry, I like to have fun with these things. Okay, so we're taking off the pink bands that are around the white jaw area. And what we're going to do now is we are going to put some little teeth on the end of him and also his beard. Alright, so let's do the beard first. So grab maybe about 3 or 4 of your dark brown bands, or whatever color you want. I like using the dark brown. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the bands kind of close to the tip of the jaw, like maybe around here. I'm going through the 4th set from the tip. Right, so I went through this set of white bands. Actually, let's go through the horizontal bands. That'll be better. So you might have to stretch your jaw a little bit. So go through some of the horizontal bands toward the tip of your jaw. Pull your brown bands through, and then kind of like how we tie off our body parts, we are doing like a half knot type thing. So just pull those through, like make a knot with all 4 of them at the same time, then you can kind of like push them back up a little bit. Let's see how this works. I don't know. We might need to redo this, but let's see. And then you can cut them in half or whatever. If you want to separate them, like maybe you could put a band here and one here and one here, you could do that too. That might actually look better. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. So let's say I want to go through these. Let's put one band through here. Right, so there's one. Maybe I want a second one closer to the tip here. This might look better because they'll be a little bit spread out more. Let's see. Actually, I keep going through the vertical bands instead of the horizontal bands. Silly me. This is a lot simpler than I'm making it seem, guys. It's really not that hard. I just like to make things difficult for people. That's my goal in life, is to make things hard for people. Just kidding. Alright, so 1, 2, and then maybe 2 together in the middle or something. I don't know, whatever. Totally up to you guys. You can do it however you want. Let's see how this looks so far. So you want to cut them in half. And push them back in. Alright, and then I'm just going to go through, let's go through these guys. Middle. Alright, and I'm just going to do a couple more. So you can do this however you want, guys. There's no rule. You put your beard wherever you want it to go. Alright, and then you kind of want to push it up a little bit back into the... Whatever, my guy's beard is being stupid, but yours hopefully will look better than mine. Alright, so once we've put a beard on him, okay, now we want to put some teeth on, so let's see if I can make that look decent. So I'm just going to take let's just take 2 white bands. These very thin teeth, so I'm going to see if this is going to work. I don't know if it is. I'm going to go through the double looped band that's holding the capping band. I'm going to go through the left side of that double looped band. Pull band through. This might not look too good, but I figured I would give it a shot. Probably not. But if you can get it to stick up and then you cut it, and then it'll look like he has teeth. If you can get them to point toward the inside of his mouth. Looks kind of funky, but let's just see. Oh, Jack. Jack. Alright, so now I'm going through the right side of the band. Okay, and... So, I mean, I'm pretty much just half knotting it, and it's not turning out as well as I had hoped, but... what the... So if you can get the teeth to stick up toward the inside of the mouth, that would be cool. right now my guy's teeth are not being very, very nice to me, so. But just give me a moment to fix my guy's teeth, and then I will be with you for the next part. Alright, so I kind of just have like 4 random teeth there. They're not really bending the right direction, but if you can get yours to bend inward toward the mouth, that would be totally cool. And then he kind of has like teeth, but I don't know if I like the way that looks, so I'm just going to take mine off. What a waste. Sorry, guys. Alright, but anyway. So, once we've done that, we can make our our neck. So, what you want to do now is you're going to grab a bunch of your caramel bands, or body color. And we are going to be doing this 3 at a time, and we are going to be utilizing our spikes. Alright, so we made a ton of spikes. We are going to be using them during this part of the video. So, sorry, I'm just fixing my beard. It's the little details that matter. It's better. Man, Jack. Alright, it's a little better. Okay, so, put your guy aside for a moment. He's so cute! Hello, everybody. Floating head. Alright, so, we're going to be making the neck now, like I said before, so grab we're taking 3 caramel bands at a time, and all we're doing is just laying them down the middle of the loom. Okay, so 3 at a time, all the way to the bottom. Once I've done that, I'm going to take my head, and I'm going to go through the caramel bands that the pink band is tying off. Make sure you go through the right side, make sure you go through all the loops, and you can attach the head so it's right side up. Okay, onto that bottom peg. And then you want to loom the first set. Then we're going to attach a spike, so grab one of your 30 dark brown spikes that you made before, and those are going to go, or one of them is going to go right here, okay? Then I'm going to loom the next guy, so curved up, and then also the next guy, so looming twice. You want to attach your spikes so it's curved upward. Loom twice, attach a spike. This neck might end up being a little long, but if it is, we can always shorten it. Loom, loom again, another spike. And another one, and one more spike, and loom again, tie off my end with whatever band you want. Pull that off. So we have our dude's neck. Haha! You're so cool. Daddy, you are floating head and neck now. Yes, son, I am. Very excited. Ha ha. Alright, now here comes the tedious part of the project. You thought the spikes were tedious. Ha! You're in for a real treat, everybody. We are working on the wings now, which means that you get to make a lot of wing ridges. Oh boy, all these things. So, follow me. We are taking 3 caramels. Okay, so 3 caramels. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, 2 caramels. Then 2 caramels again. And then 2 caramels again. So 3 times. And then we are double looping, single band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and capping that off. You want to make 54 of these. 54, just like this. Have fun, everybody. That'll take you a good hour, hour and a half. But it makes the wing look really cool. So once you've made 54, you know, obviously you're going to loom them all. You can fit like 9 at a time on here or whatever. So whether you're using 2 looms or 3 looms, make 54. Okay? Alright, so you have 54 now of these. Alright? And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright, and now, if I can get this. My workstation is all messy. Alright. And now we are going to make a longer one. So grab 2 caramels. And 2 caramels again. And 2 caramels again. 2 caramels again. 2 caramels again. Then we are doing double loop single, double loop single, double loop single, double loop single, single, loop single, double loop single, and you are going to cap that off. And you want to make 4 of these. Okay, so 4 of these. Alright, so these are the medium ones. Alright, we just made 54 small ones. Now you want to make 4 of these medium ones. He's so cute, guys. Oh, I just want to hug him. Oh, so cute, Timberjack. Alright, so you made 4 of these, and then you're going to make 2 of one that's a little bit bigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 8. Okay. So we're taking double looped, 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 double looped. Alright, so I did 8 double loops. I'm capping it off. And I'm going to loom that. And then I'm going to take 2 at a time. So 2, 4, again, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Okay, once you've put 7 on, then you're going to take off the double looped ones, and you're going to attach those to the bottom of this guy. And the reason we had to do that was because our loom isn't long enough to be able to do one continuous one, so that's why we had to do that. And then once you've done that, you're going to loom the rest. Once you've finished, you're going to go back and make one more. Alright, so this long one, the super long one, you only need to make 2 of, alright? So you have 2 of these, you have 4 of the medium ones, and you have 54 of the small ones. Sound great, everybody? Good. Alright, that was tedious, I know, and annoying, but now we can continue. So now we're going to be doing the actual wing. So you want to take this row, and you're going to move it. My fingernails all blue. I was painting my sister's baby's room today. I was painting a mural. It was fun. Alright. Alright, so I changed it back so it's all rectangular. And so if you have 2 looms or 3 looms, don't worry, I'm going to tell you what to do. Okay, so 3 looms, you're going to follow me. 2 looms, you're going to follow me, and I'm going to tell you what to do. So we're going to start here on the very end of your first loom, okay? So if you have 2 looms, you're going to ignore this 3rd loom that my arm's over. Okay, so you're only going to pay attention to these 2. Alright? So let's begin with the wings. This is very tedious and annoying, but you can do it. Alright, so we're taking 2 bands at a time. Alright? Actually, I'm sorry. Take those off, guys. I'm sorry. I just realized I'm doing it backwards. Sorry. Okay. If you have 2 looms, you're going to ignore this one. Sorry, I did that wrong. So you're just going to pay attention to the first 6 rows here on this side and not to these 3, okay? If you have 3 looms, you're obviously going to copy me. Alright, so, sorry, just follow me. So, again, 2 caramel bands on this side. Okay, diagonal, and straight, then diagonal, then straight, then diagonal, then straight, diagonal, straight, diagonal. Alright, so if you have 2 looms, you've reached your last row here, okay? So you're going to ignore the next bands I'm putting on. You're not going to worry about this, okay? You're just going to wait there until I give you more further instruction. If you have 3 looms, you're following me. Okay, like that. Alright, now if you have 2 looms or 3 looms, you're just going to follow me now, okay? So just do what I'm doing. So we're just pretty much going down each row up to the brown bands that we put on before. Alright, going down the next row. Okay. Alright, so if you have 2 looms, you've reached the end. You're going to stop and wait while I work on the 3rd loom here. So 3 loom people, we're going all the way down the final 3 rows as well. Okay. Now we're going to put some horizontal bands on, so double and triple loom people, all of you, just watch me. So we're taking 2 bands at a time and we're making some triangles here. Right, and we're going to move over here and do these. Okay, let's take a single double looped. That's going to go here to here. Another one's going to go here to here. Another one's going to go here to here. Another one's going to go here to here. Alright, if you are a double loom person, you want to put single double looped bands between these, between these, between these, between these, between these, between these, all the way to the bottom. Alright, so you're just going to take double looped bands and you're just going to go like that for all of these, okay, on the last row. If you're a triple loom person, you're going to follow me. We're going to continue with the triangle bands. It's hard to face the truth. I will never be with you. Okay, and triple loom people, also the last set. Okay, now what we are going to do is we're going to take our long spike, okay, the one you made 2 of, or ridge, whatever it's called, and double loom people, so people with 2 looms, you're going to be attaching that right here onto this peg, okay, so that would be the last row of your 2 looms, you're going to attach it here, alright, triple loom people, we're attaching here. Alright, and try to attach it so it's bending upward, so it's angled upward. Alright, then we're going to grab one of our medium ones, and we're going to put that on the peg right next to it. So double loom people, Double loom people, you're putting that right here. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to take another medium, and that's going to go right here. Okay, same thing, double loom people, that's going right here. Alright, so double loom people, you're attaching all the ridges on this row. Triple loom people, we're attaching them right here. Alright, so all we're doing now is we're just taking our ridges and we're attaching one to each peg on that row, angled upward. Whoops. Okay, we're not attaching it to this last one. Okay, we're going to do that later. So now, double loom people, your ridges should all be on here except for the last one. Okay. All right, now we're going to loom the wing. So we're going under the ridge here at the bottom, and we are grabbing the two verticals right underneath. So these two, and we're just going to go up this row, going underneath the ridges and the horizontal bands and just grabbing the bottom two in each. Okay, and now we're going to go back under here and grab these two, loom those over. Then we're going to go in this section and grab these two and loom those up. Oops. And now we're going to go up this row. Obviously, double loom people, you're kind of waiting there. I mean, you could have loomed your ridge row, but then you're kind of waiting there for me, so just be patient with me. Okay, going back down and grabbing these. Okay, and now double loom people, you're going under, oh wait, hold on. We want to do this one first. Alright, so double loom people, you're going under the ridge and the horizontal double looped band, grabbing this guy. Okay, and then you're going to go back down to the bottom and grab this guy. And then go under and grab these. The wing is very tedious. This whole dragon is very tedious. Making all the spikes and the ridges and the wings are very repetitive. It's just, but he's gonna look pretty cool at the end. Alright, now we're going in here, looming this guy, going behind our double looped bands here and looming this guy. This guy down here. Alright, here. So we want to go all the way up. Once we reach the top, we want to tie off our ends here. Double loom people, you have 6 ends. Triple loom people, you have 9 ends. We're going to tie off all our ends. Okay, and we can take this off. We are done with part 1 of 3 of one wing. Ha ha. My evil laugh. Mwah ha ha ha. This guy is pretty cool. I've been looking forward to making this guy for a while. Thank you for voting for him, whoever voted for him. He's pretty cool. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I missed one band on the edge, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so we have the tip of one of our wings. We have to extend it more. So we shall be doing that immediately. Ha ha! He's cool. Alright, now, let's make our wing spikes. Let's do that now before we cover our loom. We're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're taking 3 black bands. There's 3 there. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more. And we're going to do a double loop single black. Double loop single. Double loop single. Double loop single. Double loop single. And we are capping that off. Okay. And we are looming that. Okay. You are going to need one of these for each wing. So since we're doing the first wing now, we'll only need one for now, but when you go back and do the second wing, you'll have to make the other one. Alright, so that's good for there. Alright. Now is the annoying part, and you're going to get very tired of watching me during this part, because pretty much we're just extending the wing, so we're covering our entire loom, everybody. So double and triple loom people, 2 bands at a time, down each row all the way. So you're covering your entire loom with double bands of the wing color. This guy would look really cool in like multicolors, like patterns, like that would be so cool on this guy. So if you're doing a really cool pattern on yours, post it on the Facebook page so I can see it. When I see your picture on the Facebook page, I like it. I click the like button to let you know that I've seen it. It could be really ugly and I could still click like just to let you know that I've seen it. That doesn't mean I think it looks good. I'm just kidding, guys. They're my designs, so they better look good. But yeah, post a picture of it on the Facebook page. It's a lot of fun. You can see what everybody's been doing, and I go on there every day and just see what you guys post. It's a lot of fun, so do that. Told you needed a lot of body color bands. Ah. Alrighty, double loom people, this is your final row, so just finish it off. Triple loom people, we got 3 more to go. Okay, now, again, let's do our horizontals. So double triangle bands, or 2 bands at a time. By the way, always use Rainbow Loom bands. If you use like other brands, your bands are gonna crack and break, and it's really sad. My baby Timberjack's eyes I used, and a bunch of my other baby dragons I used an off-brand for the yellow that I got at a different craft store. And now the eyes are cracking, and it's really sad because when the eyes crack off, the whole thing's ruined. And there's no way to redo the eyes unless I redo the whole thing, so it's like, make sure you always use Rainbow Loom brand. If you're not using Rainbow Loom brand now, it's a shame, but okay, so if you're a double loom person, again, you're putting double loop single bands across the final row here. If you're a triple loom, obviously you're doing what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm going to take my claw, one of my claws I just made before, and I'm going to go through the loops in the black, take off your holding band, and I'm going to put that on the 5th peg here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right here, curved up. Okay, so it's curved upward. Okie doke. And now I'm going to take the bottom portion of my wing, and we are going to be attaching all of the ends to here. Obviously, if you're a double loom person, you have 6 loose ends that you are attaching to the 6 pegs. Triple loom people, we have 9 loose ends we're attaching to the 9 pegs at the bottom. Alright, so watch how I do this. I'm going to go through the first set. I'm going to take off my holding band, and that goes onto here. Alright. You're not going to loom anything. We're just putting these on. Second set, take off the holding band. This includes a horizontal band, so there's a thicker set of bands here. Alright, so we're just doing that all the way across to the end. We're just attaching row by row. Whoops. Hopefully it won't come apart on you, because that would be very sad. If you live in the UK, do I do a good British accent? Tell me. If you live in the UK and you're British, do I do a good British accent? I really do try, and I practice all the time. But I worry that, you know, it doesn't sound very good. So let me know if you like it. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't insulting to anybody. I like to do British accents. It's fun to be British. Okay, so we're just attaching all our loose ends. In order. Don't miss any. Okay. Okay, alright, so I have all mine on. What I'm gonna do. Alright, so whether you're double or triple loom here, you're just gonna follow me here. So I'm going into the third peg and I'm lifting up the top 2 bands from here. I'm going to the second peg, lifting the top 2 and the horizontals, and lifting the top 2 on the first peg. Alright, and leaving them on my hook like this. Now I'm going to take 2 more triangle horizontals and stick them like this. And then I'm going to replace these. Okay? If you don't do this, there will be a little bit of gap in your wing, so that's why I recommend that you do this. So you replace all of them. Alright, and now we're going to go through these 3. So the top bands here, the top bands in horizontal here, and the top bands here. Alright? And now we're going to put 2 more. Alright, and once we've done that, again, we can replace those. Oops. If you're really confused, you don't really have to do this part, but I recommend that you do. Alright, double loom people, you're going to lift up here and put a double looped band and then replace it. Okay? Triple loom people, we're just continuing here, here, and the horizontal, and here. 2 bands, put them on. Alright, and final set here. Alright, what do you think, guys? Pretty cool. Alright, so done that, and now we can, we want to attach our ridges. So double and triple loom people, you want to lift up the final section here for a moment, and you're going to attach one of your ridges, so your short ones, curved upward, right onto here. Okay, oops, make sure you get all your loops around. And then you can replace those 2 bands like this. Okay? Alright, so we're going to attach ridges all the way along the edge. Double loom people, you're going to do the same thing on the edge of yours. Okay? So let us do that now. Good thing I didn't start looming, that would have been pretty sad. Yeah, Alright, so you're going to do all of them except for that final one, okay? And we're going to loom. So let's start over here on this side, everybody. This time let's start over here. Doesn't really matter, but... The wings are the most tedious part of this dragon. He doesn't have legs or feet. I mean arms or feet. Arms or legs, whatever. So he's pretty much just wings, a tail, a neck, and a head. This guy. So once the wings are done, he's a piece of cake. By the way, I'm probably going to be redoing the Screaming Death Adult Dragon tutorial because I believe I have a better design for that one, but we'll see. That was one of my earlier ones, and I feel like I can design a better one now that I've practiced with all these other guys. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. So if you're a double loom person, this is your final row. You know what you're doing, looming underneath your ridges. Whoops. You know, it's funny, I started with Rainbow Loom back in, I bought one the day after Christmas, and because I wanted to do PG Loomis's Poodle, and I did that Poodle like 10 times, and then I slowly started to change it up a little bit and make different kinds of dogs, and then I made little tigers, which are really cheesy looking, but it kind of, PG's Poodle really taught me on how to attach body parts, and like all this other stuff. Like the horizontal bands came from him as well. I don't know, like I'm sure that the other people do that too, but it was pretty cool. Like, so shout out to PG. Thank you, PG. And I did tell him that, and so he knows. But that's pretty cool. You know, if you practice with something long enough, you get better at it. Alright, again, we're tying off our ends, and then we just got a little bit more extending to do on the wing, and then we'll be done with this wing. Just tie all your ends. We're almost there, guys. We're getting there. Alright, if your loom came apart, obviously just fix it. Alright, so we got a little bit more to do, guys. So we're just going to extend it by another 6 pegs, or 6 rows, and then we'll be done with that. Okay. So, again, so start up halfway. So this is the 7th to 8th peg on your loom, and we're just going to go all the way down. What wings, guys, what wings. They're beautiful. Okay, horizontal, so 2 at a time. This time I'm not going to start at the top peg, I'm going to start here. Alright, so double loom people, you know what to do by now. Double loop bands between your final row there. Somebody needs to make a metal loom. That should be the next invention. They came out with a metal hook, now they need the metal loom. Alright, so, same thing we did before. We are attaching the ends to here. So let's do that. So go through your loops, take off your holding bands. And yeah, so do that. Woo! Ah. Sorry. Scary when that happens. Don't want to lose any bands. Pretty amazing that you can make this stuff out of rubber bands. Pretty cool. Never imagined I would be doing rubber band tutorials on YouTube. You never know where life takes you. Okay, and last set here. Alright, so same thing we did before. We have to add those extra horizontals at the bottom. So again, here we're taking up the top two, the two horizontals, and top two here, and the top two here. And we are attaching horizontal bands and replacing okay. Same thing here. So now we're going to start here, take up these in the horizontals, and take up these. Add your horizontal bands. Replace your bands. Double loom people, you know what to do. Take up this and this and put a double looped band in. Alright, cool. Now we can finish, oh, we want to attach our ridges, so again, we want to lift up the two here, and we want to grab one of our ridges, attach curve up, we're going to attach them to every peg except the last one. So I need one more. Right here. Okay. Hooray. So now I can replace this guy, obviously. And we can loom him. Alright. So let's do that. This one's being a pain. Okay. We go where no one goes. Okay, again, tying off our ends, and this is it for the swing. Hoorah! Yay! Alright, time to take it off. Ugh. And throw my bands everywhere, apparently. Alrighty. So, here is one wing, guys. Ooh, it's beautiful. So you want to go back and make a second one. Again, if possible, make it symmetrical so that they bend opposite directions. Or you could just attach your ridges curved down instead of curved up, and it'll pretty much look like it's opposite. But if you don't know what I mean by symmetrical, put your tablet in front of a mirror and look at it in the mirror and you'll see what I mean. Okay. So yeah, wings are done, head and neck is done. Now we're going to attach everything together. So we're going to be making, hold on, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm taking we're doing 2 bands at a time here. So if you, alright, no, we're doing 3. Alright, 3 caramels, okay. We only need 1 loom for this part, thank the Lord. So we can put the rest away for now and just grab 1 loom, set it up. It doesn't really matter, you can do it offset or straight. I'm just going to put mine to offset like this. Alright, so we're taking 3 caramels like this, 3 more, 3 more. Okay. If you have a double loom, if you made your wings on a double loom instead of a triple loom, you're going to be putting 3 more caramels. If you did a triple loom, you're doing 2. Okay, so 2 for triple, 3 for double. Okay, so double loom people, again, you're doing 3 bands. Triple loom people, you're doing 2. And one more time, double loom bands, you're doing 3 bands. Triple loom people, you're doing 2 bands though. All right, now we're all doing 2 bands. All right, so 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands, 2 bands. Okay, grab your guy's head and neck. We are, oh, you can take off this holding band here if you haven't done that already. All right, we are going through the bands at the bottom of the neck. And we are attaching those, we are putting those around this peg so the head is facing right side up, okay? So don't attach it upside down, attach it right side up, okay? So those go around here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, perfect. All right, grab your wing, and remember this is, we're pretending this is his back here. So you want to face it so it's curved down, okay? And you want to attach your loose ends now. So alright, we're gonna fix something. Okay, hold on. Triple loom people, lift up these 2 bands here and just add 1 more caramel band right here. Alright, onto that one, and then replace these. Alright, okay, sorry. So now we are attaching our wings. So first I'm gonna go through this set of bands here, you know, on the row where the claw is. And remember the claw should be facing curved downward here. And I am going to attach those right here, okay? That went right there. I'm gonna grab my other wing and I'm going to attach the top of that wing to the same peg, okay? So again, go in, attach right here, okay? Then we're going to go to the second row of that same wing, and these are going around the next peg. Alright, and then we're going to the opposite wing to the next row, and those are going around that same peg, okay? Then the same wing we just did. I'm alternating here, that's what I'm doing. Going around this peg here, okay. Opposite wing. Those are going around this peg here. Alright, you can kind of push the other things down and make sure it's all good. Alright, so then this wing again, the next row. Here. Alright, let's do the opposite side. So here. Make sure you don't miss any rows. Then we're going to the next row on this wing. And that goes around here. And the opposite wing. Okay, and again on this wing. Grab this row. Alright, opposite wing. Okay, this wing again. It's coming together, guys. Yay! You're so cute. I just want to give him a hug. Okay, anyway, so, yeah, continuing. This goes around this peg. Opposite side. again this side. We're almost there. If you are a double loom person, you should have finished by now. Triple loom people, we are still working. Attaching our wings. Okay. And last one. And this guy over here. Okay, let's turn our guy around. Alright, so we are starting with this first peg here, going all the way down to the bottom, grabbing the bottom two bands and looming them, alright, to the next peg. Here we want to grab a spike. Spike should be curved upward when we attach it. Okay, and this is tricky here, so take your time. You want to go all the way down here and grab the bottom two here. Alright, and those. And again, for the next one, no spike yet. Okay. Alright, here we're going to attach another spike. So every two pegs we're attaching a spike. Here. It's very tricky to find the bottom two bands sometimes. Right, so there's that. There's that. Once you've had enough experience, though, you'll be able to find them really easy. Alright, so attached, curved up. Right, another spike here. Hopefully my guy isn't messed up. Oh, I guess we'll see. It's always a big scary thing taking him off. Alright, this one. And the next one, another spike here. Again, curved upward. Another one here. Okay, tie off your end here. We're going to have to make more tail. Take him off. And if anything went wrong when you were doing this, your wings are still tied, so you can always fix it. That's why I didn't want to take those bands off. Hey, hello everybody! He looks cool. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take off all the holding bands. If your guy fell apart, you can always go back and fix it because your wings should still be intact, which is thankfully a good thing. Alright, so now I'm taking off all my holding bands. If you attached everything correctly, it should hold and not fall apart. Long Jack is so cute. Alright, so we took off all our holding bands. And now we're going to work on his tail a little bit, make it a lot longer. Oops, I missed one. Alrighty, so Jack. That's his name, is Jack. Okay. Grab your loom. Let's extend his tail. So we're taking 3 bands at a time. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so 3 bands at a time. I'm going diagonally to fit more bands on. Alright, so we're just taking 3 bands at a time and just, whoops, filling our whole loom diagonally. Alright, that one I'm going straight down. Grab your Timberjack, and you can attach him right side up, okay? So I'm wrapping the loops around here. He's facing the right way, his head's up, and he's saying hi to you. I have so much fun with these guys. I can't. Okay, let's loom the first set. Grab a spike. Again, we're attaching it curved upward. Alrighty, let's loom the next set. And the next. Oh, the baby one's so excited to have a daddy, guys. He's like, yay, I have a daddy. Or a mommy. You could name it Jacqueline for a mom, and Jack for a dad. And the baby could be Jack Jr. I get so excited about this. I'm like so unprofessional. Compared to everybody else who does tutorials, I'm just like a jokester. A jokester, guys. I'm a jokester. Alright, there. Whoops. Did I miss one? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. There. And then after this, we're going to do the stomach, which shouldn't take long at all because he's got a very tiny stomach. And then we can wire him up so he can pose. That'll be a lot of fun. Alright, I'm going to pull him up. Don't you pull yours up. I'm just pulling mine up to see how long, much longer I want this to be and whether it's long enough yet or not. Yeah, it is. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to stop here, take this guy, and just pull him up like this, and just take these off. because he's actually long enough now. And now we're just doing the double looped ones at the tip of the tail. Okay, yeah, so lift your guy up and take those extra ones off. You can take your holding band off, and we are just going to be adding a tip to his tail. It's going to be a pretty long tip though, okay? So we're doing the whole thing in double looped single bands. So double loop single. So kind of like just what we did before, except this time it's just double loop single. Stop for no one. Alright, so again, attach your tail to right here. And let us continue, guys. So this time I'm going to attach to every 3 pegs. So first we're going to attach one here. Alright, so attach one right there. And then I'm going to loom that. And I'm going to loom 2 more times. So here's 1 more, 2 more. Okay, let's attach another one here. Alright, so here's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Alright, let's attach another one, curve up. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, and I have 1 extra spike. I did pretty good there, guys. Alright, let's tie off our end here with a caramel or body color. Pull this off. Got a nice long tail here. Beautiful, beautiful. He's got a nice, beautiful long tail. He's so cool. Alright, what we're going to do with that band at the end is I'm just going to wrap it around brown here. Just like so it stays like that. Okay. And now we're just going to make a stomach for him. And then if you want to wire him with me, you can do that. So he's not all floppy. Stomach, please. So grab your single loom. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. we are taking our white bands and I'm going to actually change this to the straight rectangle. Okay. And I'm going to take 2 bands at a time, so just follow me. Yeah, so 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and I'm going to bring it back together. Again, I'm going to take, if you did a double loom timberjack, you were going to put this and then cap off right there, okay? If you did a triple loom timberjack, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're going to go up to here and then cap off. 3, 4. Alright, and then I'm going to double loop single whites, double loop single white here, double loop single white here, and double loop single white here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some caramel bands. I'm going to lay one here. I'm going to lay 2 here, 2 on this one. I'm going to lay 2 on this one. I'm going to lay 1 here. I'm going to lay 1 here. I'm going to lay 1 here, and I'm going to lay 1 here. Alright? So lay your caramel bands, or body color bands, over those pegs, and let us loom. Alright, so we're looming as if those aren't there, but we don't want them to fall off. Okay? Whoops. Alright, we're going in here, grabbing the top 2, which are these guys. Should look nice and neat. Okay, continue. Whoops, if it falls off, just put it back on. Okay, and at the top we're going to tie it off with another body color. Oh wait, don't forget this guy. Do not forget that one. Okay. Tie it off with another caramel. And just pull it off. Okay, now what we're going to do is pull on your tying band a little bit, and you want to pull the bands outward. So places where you have 2 bands, one's going to be pulled one way, one's going to be pulled the other way. Okay? Like that. Alright, so you have a cute little tummy. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. So now grab your guy, put him upside down, so he's belly up. And this stomach, the thicker part, is going to go at the top right here. So we're laying it right over the middle of this vertical line here, lining it up right with the top right there. Okay? And now we're doing stomach attachments, so all we're really doing is taking our hook and going into the body bands that are underneath these loose bands that are sticking out the edges. Alright, so I'm just pulling these through. Even the tying band, you want to act as if that's one of the other bands. So again, going into the body underneath and pulling the caramel band through. It doesn't matter which ones you go through, as long as they are pretty much underneath the loose bands. Alright? So we're just pulling them through. Okay. And then this last guy, pulling him through as well. And the other side. Okay, now we just want to go back and just make sure they're all pulled through really well. This guy's coming out a little bit, so just pull them all through. Alright, and now we're going to start with this one right here. Okay, so kind of on the tail a little bit. Put your fingers through it and grab the next one, fingers through, 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 grab the top one, fingers through, grab the next one, fingers through, grab the next one, fingers through, grab the next one, fingers through, grab the last one, and we're just going to wrap this one around his really long tail. And there's his stomach attached. And it looks absolutely adorable, guys. So now if you want to add wire to yours, that's what I'm going to be doing now. So I use 16 gauge wire. You can use whatever you want. But where did I put it? I know I put it over here somewhere. There it is. Alright, so grabbing your wire. I'm going to do 2 pieces of wire. I'm going to put one going from his head to the tip of his tail, and also one going up into his wings. So first I'm going to do the wings. So all you have to do is take the wire and line it up with your wings. So from the tip of the long ridge all the way to the other side. And then you want to cut off an extra couple inches. Alright, so once you've got your wire, if you're a kid, you should have an adult help you with this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the long ridge where the double bands start, because I don't want to break any of those double looped bands. So I'm just going into here, and I'm just kind of sticking it through. Very simple. And then I'm going to go along the top row of the wing. So I'm not going in here, I'm just going along the top. I mean, you can go in there if you really want to. I don't, like, if you want to put another row in or whatever. Like, you could put a second metal wire in the bottom row, it helps hold the wings even better. It's totally up to you. And then every once in a while you can stick it out and stretch your wing a little bit. Stick it back in, move it through. Try to hide it as best you can by putting it through as many of the center bands as you can. Sometimes I use my teeth to pull it out a little bit. So when I pull it off screen, I'm just biting it out so I can stick it back in. I know it's weird. I like to bite the wire. Alright, we're going through. Go through the claw. I like to use black wire in mine. Sometimes I use gold, but this guy I'm using black. Jack. Jack Sr. Alright, so the deeper the wire gets, the more difficult it gets to put it through, but you can do it. Go through everything here. If it cuts one of the bands, it's not a big deal because you have 2 protecting your wings, so chances are it's not going to cut 2 bands. And that's why I don't like to go through the double looped bands with wire, because if it cuts it and breaks it, then it's really annoying. Alright, so again, you're going through the ridge at the end, just up to the double looped bands. You can put it, put it through. Okay, then you'll want to stick it out so it's like sticking out like maybe about an inch and a half. Bend it over on itself and stick it back in through a different set of bands. And just kind of push it in there. So the tip is kind of like hidden in there. You're just kind of, I'm not really that good at this part at least. Okay, and then you can kind of pull your ridge a little bit. Doesn't look that nice, but whatever. I'm just showing you for the heck of it, you can fix it up. And then you just want to stretch out the wing along the wires so it's nice and full and not scrunched up. Okay. So take a minute and do that, really nice. Okay, Jack. Once that's done, you can snip it so it's like an inch and a half over and do the same thing. So bend it back in on itself and stick it back through the body. Or back through the ridge or whatever you're sticking it through. Alright, and let's just wire his neck and his tail too. Ooh, he looks so cute. He's gonna make a tent for himself, like Timberjack's supposed to make a tent. Alright, let's do... So this one we're gonna have to kind of stick it through the double looped bands in the head. If you don't want to risk that, then don't. But unfortunately, I'm going to be risking it. Okay, so sticking it through. Gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. I'm like scared. Nah, maybe I shouldn't. Alright, I'm just gonna start here, and I'm not gonna go through the tip because I'm scared I'm gonna break the guy's head. Alright, but anyway, you're just going through the neck. Same thing you went, same kind of like how you went through the wings. We're going through the neck. Alright, and here we are going through the stomach. I'm actually sticking it through the stomach bands to give it extra support, but you want to hide it so you don't really see it. Okay, so we're just doing the same thing. I'm not sticking it through the double looped bands at the tip. You can if you want to risk that, but I'm not. Okay. And then again, you want to stretch it out. Ugh, figures, I missed like half the tail there. Ah, looks so bad. Well, I'm gonna go back and fix that later. But yeah, so pretty much that's it. And then again, you want to bend back the wire in the neck and do that way. Let's stick it in. Brain surgery. I'm probing your brain, Jack. Okay. Oh gosh. Alright. Well, it's a little stretchy, but I'm gonna fix that later. But anyway, so there's your Timberjack, guys. Oops. Your Timberjack adult. And he can pose and be posed. And he looks so cute. And then you have your little baby, if you made a baby. If not, go make him. And you have Daddy and baby Timberjack. Again, this video was dedicated to Rachel. Rachel, I hope this continues to inspire your creativity and your craftiness. And thank you for being such a great fan of mine. I hope you enjoyed. And I hope your Timberjack comes out looking amazing. Okay, have a good one, everybody, and stay tuned for the next video.